This is the first in a series of videos detailing our recent ocean voyage from Bordeaux to Barcelona. In it, I'll be focusing on the shore excursions offered by Azamara Cruise Line, as well as some adventures we had on our own. Welcome, and let's get away. To get to Bordeaux, one has to get first to Paris, and the best way to do that from San Francisco is via Air France to Paris's Charles de Gaulle Airport. We stayed overnight out by the airport in the picturesque village of Roissy. Though small, it is home to all the airport hotels, some bars, a brasserie, many lovely parks to wander through, and did I mention it has a bakery? The next morning, we headed to Paris to catch our train to Bordeaux. The traffic was a bit unexpected. I mean, one doesn't think of Paris and traffic jams. Or maybe it's just me. The traffic did allow us a view of some Parisian monuments, both old and new. Once on board the train, we sat back and relaxed, watching the French countryside glide by. In just about 2 hours, we were in Bordeaux. Though not on the coast of France, Bordeaux is still an active river port. Small cruise ships, such as the Onward, as well as riverboats dock along the Quay of the Gargan. The quay itself is a recreation area for locals as well as tourists. One of the most famous attractions is the water mirror. Water is pumped to the surface and distributed through 100 channels located beneath the slab. After a period of time, the fog effect can be activated, followed by the mirror effect, which takes over. Paris may be for lovers, but so is Bordeaux. The evening dinner we look forward to any time in France. Entrecôte. This type of restaurant can be found in many French cities. They serve one item only, steak frites, with a sauce so good you dream of it till you can have it again. Dinner starts off with a salad and of course a bottle of red. The only question from the server will be, how do you want the steak cooked? Well done is not an option. The steak is plated tableside with a second helping left on the table. Then the server returns with a plate of frites piled high and keeps returning anytime they see your plate dwindle. Leave a little room for dessert. When traveling, don't settle for breakfast in the hotel. A little internet sleuthing will likely find you a unique locale nearby. Here is Au Petre Moisegais. Open since 1765, The oven has never been turned off. When you dream of a French bakery, this is what you dream of. There are no tables in front. Ask for a breakfast, and you will be escorted to the enormous single table in the back, where you will join the locals who come in each morning on their way to work. There you will be served orange juice, coffee, a basket of breads, and your pastry of choice. All of this for about 10 euros per person. Before transferring from the hotel to the ship, we visited La Cité du Vin, Bordeaux's museum dedicated to wine making and wine loving. From the basics of wine making to the specifics of Bordeaux wine, La Cité is a chance to spend 2 hours or so reveling in all things wine. This wall shows all the varieties of wine grapes grown the world over. You can even let your inner Lucy out by virtually stomping grapes. 360-degree movie screen takes you through a year in a vineyard. The importance of wine to the region's history is highlighted in this multimedia presentation. These exhibits allow you to sample the aromatic identifiers present in different wines. Then you sit down to a virtual wine and food pairing. Of course, after touring the museum, it's time to head to the top of the building for a glass of wine and a view of Bordeaux from above.
It's the postgate.
Our first shore excursion via Azamara takes us on a drive to Saint Emilion. It's a medieval village that is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, owing to its long history as a center of winemaking as well as its Romanesque churches and centuries-old buildings that line its steep and narrow streets. It's also well known for its candies and macarons. We leave Saint Emilion, driving through hedgerows and narrow country lanes deeper into Bordeaux's famous grape growing region. We arrive at Chateau for a tour of the winery and a tasting of their wines.
And Merlot, we have a plot just along the road here and some plots behind the building as well. In fact, our plot cultivated spread on.
When we were there, the harvest was only a week away.
The village is called Saint-Étienne-de-Lys. This is where the which was important, so we could not get rid of that. And our team had to balance in between a low level of
Bordeaux is beautiful, but now it's time to set sail down the river and out to the sea. Our next stop is Bilbao, Spain.